My voice was doubling, and I couldn't get it to work, and I couldn't get the voice changer to work. I think I got it to work, so I think we're good. Perfect. And hopefully, hey, here's my test, I guess. Here's my test. Where's the button? Wait, where's my voice changer, first of all? I gotta see it on the voice changer first. This one? Nope, that's not it. This one. That's a symbol. Okay, if I turn it on, does it on? No. Huh? No. Huh. Oh, it's over here. Whoops. Okay, so now it should. Ha! And now, does it sound like a voice changer, or is my voice doubled again? Does it sound okay? I hope it sounds okay. But I'm doing okay. If you can tell, I got new hair. My hair is longer. I got the undercut going on. That is one of the reasons I was late. I wasn't expecting to do my hair today, but I got up and I was like, you know what? It's gonna be a really late night tonight. Alana's up for the day because she finished working yesterday, so I could take a little bit more time to start my stream a little bit later. And I was like, I'll just do my hair today. That way, I don't have to worry about it because I'm gonna be working straight through. I don't get a day off. So I was like, I'm just gonna do my hair today because I came home early enough yesterday and I slept enough that I can get it done. I don't want to have to do it tomorrow and be super tired. Okay, so the voice changed but no doubling. Perfect. I'm so happy about that. So yes, Merle, hello, nice to see you. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, so we're gonna be playing some Dave the Diver, which I'm really excited for, and hopefully we won't have too many problems with it. You know, get lost and die. But I'm really excited for it. You're gonna see me struggle a little bit with the hair because it is much longer than I'm used to. I haven't had hair this long in a long. This is the longest I ever had my hair naturally. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging for me to deal with, but that's okay. I'm very excited. I absolutely love it. I am kind of kicking myself in the pants right now. Hey, what happened? Oh, I'm kind of kicking myself in the pants. No worries. You're in the loo. You trying to keep up with Weewin? You're trying to keep up with Weewin? You're getting double audio? What the heck? There was no double audio on. Oh, I know. Boom. Okay. Did that fix it? That fixed it, right? That fixed it. Thank you, Weewin. You're trying to keep up with Weewin, Merle. Weewin, Merle's trying to keep up with you. Yesterday, if you weren't here, Merle, and you missed out, Weewin told us about how she was having a BM, bowel movement for those who don't have English as a first language, and a bowel movement is poop. And then she died. And now Merle's trying to keep up with you, Weewin, because Merle is on the loo while she's watching the stream. So you're both becoming very comfortable. Our relationship is to the next level. It's pretty exciting. But yeah. So you're gonna see me struggle a little bit with the hair because I'm not used to having hair this long. I haven't had the hair this long in a really long time, but honestly, I really like it. I was kind of on the fence about it the last time that the stylist cut it, but it was also put wrong on my head, so I didn't like it because I didn't set it properly, so when she cut it, it just didn't look good in my eyes. When I look back at the videos, I'm like, yeah, it didn't look too bad. But for me, I was like, no, I don't like it. I think it looks bad. My hair looks weird. You were both so comfy with me. Now we just need Ty to use the bathroom while watching, and then we're set. Then our relationship is at the max. Hey Ty, how's it going, man? Yeah, so I had cut it myself. The hair that I was using, I had cut myself, and it was fine. Obviously, I cut it myself, so it wasn't a great job. But then I got this one, and then when I stupidly started to put it on, I took off the old hair without filming anything. And I need to film something for Lord Hair, so I'm gonna postpone it a little bit, and I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna do my maintenance in about a week and a half instead of the 2 weeks that I normally do, and then I'll film it then. I'm gonna go through a lot of trouble that day. That day's gonna be pretty rough. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put on the old hair system, film, take it off, put on the new hair system. That way I have footage of like the transition or whatever. But honestly, it's pretty good. They did a good job cutting it. I just have to get used to styling it and stuff because it's different. But the undercut looks pretty good. I don't mind it. I kind of like this hair. It's pretty good. You're overdressed? No, it's just you're moving forward with the relationship. You're ready for the wedding already. How's work, man? I hope work is going okay. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. It's gonna need a couple of days to kind of not grow, but like get used to the positioning I'm gonna put it into, because One thing about hair systems that a lot of people don't know is, unlike natural hair has like a certain direction it kind of grows into, so there are certain hairdos that are a nightmare for people to do. I know for like some women, you know, they've parted their hair on the side for years, and then when they try to do a middle part, it's really hard for them to get it to actually work, because their hair is just kind of naturally going that way. With hair systems, the hair just kind of goes out, and so there's no natural direction to it, but the problem is because it's tied, it's like extra poofy. So it takes a few days for the hair to actually like flatten out a little bit. As I wash it, as I sweat in it and stuff, it'll eventually kind of flatten out a little bit. Plus whatever direction I'm gonna style it in, it has to like kind of crease in that direction so it stays. And so this is the first day, and actually when I got it, it had a part right around here. But because it's so long, it looked really weird having long hair on one side and then it was combed over. It just didn't work. So I forced it to comb over all the way. I think it looks pretty good though. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I just got to get used to it, and I got to get it used to the way it's getting done. So, oh, you wouldn't be able to watch? All right, I guess that's a good excuse. Ty. But yeah, it's a change. It's different. It's similar. You know, it still has like the side part that I have been doing for a while. But it's similar, and both sides are short. I don't know if you can see it. I can't look at the camera when I'm doing it, but like it's short on both sides. So technically I could like slick it back and just have like the middle be chunky and then the sides are cut. But I like the side part thing. And then like I can wear a headband. It's long enough that I can wear a headband just to get it out of my face if it's really bugging me. Like at work, I'm probably gonna wear a headband. I might even buy like some bandanas just to throw on while I'm at work, so that way the hair's not in my face. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. That was the other thing with the other hair. It looked too perfect. Like it was really, really straight across. And so that made it look more obvious. This looks a little bit, it's still really perfect like every hair system is, but it's just out of shape enough. Like if you look, there's a little dip right here that it makes it look more natural. So I like it. I really like it. I think it's pretty good. I don't know, man. She might be into it. She might be into it. You never know, man. There's some weird things out there. She might be one of those people. You know, no judgment here. I would rather avoid it, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so we're gonna be playing some Dave the Diver. We're gonna continue with that. We haven't really had any bad experiences with Dave the Diver yet. You know, we haven't had any like major failures except for me running out of air. So hopefully that streak will continue, and we'll continue to have some decent luck. I'm trying to find where the fuck to come. And we can continue with Dave the Diver not being me failing all the time, only failing once in a while. Having a BM in the office. So kinky. So kinky. Okay, let's get started, I guess. So shut the music off, switch scenes, go back to the voice changer. The game is not on, so you can't see it. Forgot about that. Oh, we have suddenly had an infestation of flies, and it's driving me crazy because there's like, I've counted 5 flies in the house, but they're really, really smart flies that they know exactly how to hide, so I can't kill them. Last night when I was trying to go to bed, I sat in my room for like 15 minutes trying to catch the stupid fly, and I'd get a glimpse of it and then would go to like a shadowy area so I couldn't see it anymore, and then I would just stand there waiting, and I could hear it but I couldn't see it, and then it would eventually like come out again and I would see it and then it would disappear again. It's incredibly frustrating, and now it's here. I can see it flying around. It's I love the summer, but that's one thing I hate about the summer is the stupid flies. Flies suck. It's all of us pooping, and the fly knows. The fly wants to take part. The fly wants to take part. That's what it is. Okay, I guess we'll get started. Yeah, that should be it. I should have grabbed my water. I'll grab it in a sec. Hey, who's that? Merle. 31 months. Twitch has been saying it's been 31 months for 2 weeks already. Thank you, Merle. Thank you, Merle. I really appreciate that.
Twitch has been saying it's been 31 months for 2 weeks already. So here it is.
Are you all hearing the double alert? Did you hear the double alert? Did you hear the alert at all? Wait, can you hear the game at all? Yeah, you can hear the game, right? No, I don't know. Can you hear the game? Yeah, you got the game. Weird. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, you didn't hear it double. Okay, you got the alert though. Okay, okay. It's doubled in my ears. I know why, I think. Because I think I'm getting the alerts from... I'm pretty sure I'm getting the alerts from my OBS that I'm streaming from, but I'm also getting them from the streaming PC. And you guys are only getting it from the streaming PC, but it's fine. I don't want to mess with it and mess up the whole stream again. I do that enough. Oh. Crap. I don't know what voice I gave Vincent. I guess we'll just go with this guy.
Oh, no.
Wait, that's not the voice I gave him. I gave him... this one. This is the one. I gave him George Takei voice. Hey, where's the George Takei voice? There it is. Okay.
I'll come back tomorrow, so try and get things ready again.
All that work for just that? I was trying really hard. I thought he was gonna say a whole bunch. He just said one thing. I need a sea grape and a white spotted jellyfish, but I need a net for that. You've been learning Norwegian for 3 days. There are some funny words. Funny because they mean something different in your language, or funny just because they're hard to say? I can dive at night, but 1/3 of the working evening hours will be consumed. Okay, so I need a moray curry. And the moray eel, did he say I have to put it to sleep? Is that what it was? I can't frickin' remember. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go to the restaurant. No, I only have 25. I can't even do anything anyway. I've only got 25. Let's just go to the restaurant. We need money. You can only get out to say I'm smart. Oh, weird, Wewin. That's probably really hard when a lot of the words mean something different. You know what I mean? Hello, yours truly. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How do I hire more staff? Oh, I don't have any money. Dang it. Being broke sucks. Being broke really sucks. All right, let's add our menu and we'll get started, I guess. Okay. Let's enhance it. Enhance. You guys are gonna speak every language in the world. It's gonna be amazing. Then you can travel anywhere you want and speak and not have to worry about it. Just have to make sure your kids are always there so they can speak the languages you don't. Duty Beard, how are you, man? How are you? Why can't you pop in when I'm talking about you? So then it doesn't seem like I'm faking it. How are you, dude? How you been? I think I forgot to do my German lesson yesterday. Oh no! Ty, how dare you? Okay, I've got 5 people watching on TikTok. If you, up and down, I saw your tweet about the one person you've been dealing with, which is like, that's scary, man. I hope you're doing okay. If you guys are on TikTok, you should follow Duty Beard. He's another streamer. He's the one that I always come up with when I'm talking about the different styles of streamers that exist, and I say that each streamer can kind of bring their own thing to the table. That like advice you hear from like streaming gurus doesn't always apply to everybody, and I bring up the fact that everybody has to kind of find what makes them interesting. And I was saying, you know, some people are really skilled at the game, some people are like good looking, some people are like me, they just chat and people want to just hang out and listen to somebody talking the whole time, kind of like a podcast. And then I talk about like insane creativity, and I always bring up Duty Beard. That's who Duty Beard is. He's in my TikTok chat right now. If you think of like 90s television, like 90s Nickelodeon is what I think about when I see Duty Beard, but adult Nickelodeon, because obviously it would be the people that were in Nickelodeon growing up, is like the correlation I make in my head. But that's pretty much Duty Beard's channel. The dude comes up with some of the wildest ideas, and he runs his show like it's a 90s Nickelodeon TV show. Crazy sound effects, the most random like stuff appears on screen, you know, mannequins and weird things on green screen and weird acting like skits and stuff. It's complete creativity and freedom, which is something you don't see very often on stream. So when I'm talking about like you find what works for you and what you can shine with, and I always bring up Duty Beard, that's what I'm talking about, because there's a level of sameness in streaming, and that's why it's so hard to shine, especially as like a gaming channel specifically, because, you know, everybody thinks that they're really, really good at a game, but there's always people that are better. So just sitting and playing in front of the camera isn't enough. And so when I talk about creativity and I bring up Duty Beard, that's what I'm talking about, because honestly, Duty Beard is... I've never seen another channel like Duty Beard's. And so even if you don't appreciate that type of content, because obviously if you're not like into nostalgia retro style television, it may not be your cup of tea, because you just won't get the references, you won't get what like the deeper layers into the jokes he's telling, because there's stuff that he tells that like topically is just a plain joke. But then if you grew up in that era, you know exactly what he's referencing, you know what character he's talking about and what he's like, exactly what it all means. You know, I'm old, so I get it, but some people may not. But just watch Duty Beard, even for like half an hour, just to see the level of creativity he brings to the channel. He has special events that happen, like he does a Halloween event and a Christmas event, where like it's pretty much a TV show. It's not just him live in front of the camera, it's a TV show. Just watch him just for the creativity behind it, honestly. Sorry, Duty Beard, I didn't mean to like ignore you just for talking a whole bunch. But Duty Beard is honestly like, it's crazy the level of effort that goes into the work he does. Like, I know I'm a lazy streamer compared to most streamers. Like, I don't do a lot of planning like a lot of people do, but like regular streamers are lazy compared to Duty Beard with the level of stuff Duty Beard does on his stream. It's intimidating to see how much work he puts into his channel, honestly. Just watch Duty Beard, just for the creativity, honestly. It can be inspiring to watch. It can, like, there's been times where I'm like, man, if any of you were here before I took my break, I had a whole bunch of green screen memes and stuff that I did myself, instead of just like using, you know, clips from the room or whatever, which I also did. I had me doing certain memes on green screen. I would pop up on screen and do stuff. I got inspired by Duty Beard for doing that, because I watched his little like mini-series specials that he would do, and where he'd like go through teleporters and stuff, and I was like, that's really cool. How can I implement something like that on my stream without it being blatantly what Duty Beard does, or without it being completely out of left field from what I do? And I was like, well, the little memes of me like coming up and doing Praise the Sun just out of nowhere, that's something I can do. Seriously, dude, Duty Beard, I know you've had like ups and downs. I know that there are days where it's rough when you see numbers go down, or when like partnership stuff isn't going the way you want. But don't ever doubt your level of creativity. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty unique. So don't doubt yourself, honestly. Like, it's cool. And I'm not just saying it. Anybody can vouch for me whenever somebody asks me about streaming advice. I bring you up almost every time. Just because everything that I just said, the level of creativity you have and the uniqueness of your channel is something that I think a lot of people forget about. That you need to be unique as a streamer to have any kind of relevance or success, or even just like a reason for people to watch you. Because a lot of new streamers, they look at somebody like Ninja, who all he does is play video games on camera. and his skill is what puts him through. But like, not everybody is as skillful as Ninja is. And even if you are, it's very hard to stand out now because there are a dime a dozen guys that are as good as him. Whereas like there's not very many people that are as good as you as far as creativity is concerned. So like, I always bring you up just because you are like the perfect example of how to be completely unique and do your own thing without following what the rules are. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Ich bin klug. I don't even know what that means. My real name, Tyler Luis, real life friend for reals. With the Z. It's gotta be the Z. G, how you doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Duty Beard, I hope you're doing okay, man. I know life's been pretty stressful over the last while. Especially with, I think it was on Twitter that I saw your tweet, or sorry, on X, where I saw your tweet about the really freaky person that you're dealing with. But I hope you're keeping your head up, man. Okay. So... Oh, hold on. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. My earbuds are rubbing up against my shirt and they're making a swooshing sound in my ears. So every time I look around, I hear woo, 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 woo. Kind of like corduroy when you wear corduroy and you walk, and not that corduroy is really a thing anymore. But then you walk and you hear the whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's what I'm hearing in my ears right now. Okay, enhance. You're not friends. You're more than friends. And you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Okay. Alright, I still don't understand this whole menu thing, but that's good enough. I'm not gonna do anything for my restaurant. Did I play Spelunky? I don't think I've played Spelunky. No, I played a different game that's similar to Spelunky, but I haven't played Spelunky. Is it good? I've heard it's pretty decent. How do I open this thing again? E to open sushi. Oh wait. Here we go. Whoosh. Oh, the angry guy. I still don't have your stuff. I'm sorry, dude. No. Oh. Good. Okay, good enough. Go. I'm coming. Lady, why don't you serve some tea? Go, hurry. Oh, I missed the other guy. Oh, well. Go. What food do we have? Whoosh. Here. I'm coming, oh god. I'm not gonna make it to that guy. He didn't get served at all. Sorry, dude. Nobody wants tea. If anybody has no idea what's going on, this is Dave the Diver. Basically... Oh god, I'm a diver who runs a restaurant. No, I'm right here, you jerk. I'm a diver who runs a restaurant. And so during the day, we get ingredients, and during the night, we run the restaurant. And running the restaurant is basically like Diner Dash, but it's really, really, really hard. But I'm out of money, so I don't have any employees right now. And so I need another employee so I can actually have faster service, because my service sucks right now. Oh, man. It's good, but it's really hard. Timmy, hello, how are you? Welcome. How have you been? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I haven't played it. I've looked into it, but what was the game I played? Oh, it's not installed. Never mind. Another one that's like Spelunky, where you like go underground and stuff, but it's kind of like Minecraft as well, where you can like craft your own things. It's 2D and all that. And it's that one was really hard, but it was really hard because it doesn't. I have it on tablet. It doesn't work very well on tablet. It seems like it'd be much better with mouse and keyboard. You had surgery. How did that go? Are you healing up okay? You can learn Klingon? No way. There are people that full blown speak that, aren't there? Like genuinely can speak it. Okay. I can't even hire somebody during the day. I have to do it during the night. That's so lame. That's so lame. Oh well. Okay. So we gotta get the white spotted jellyfish and a sea grape. Do you have the sleeper gun that I need? Oh, I'm not even reading it. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Oh, this guy doesn't use a voice change. Yeah, if you need good guns, you can craft them at Duff's Weapon Shop on your phone, don't forget. That's twice now that I've missed the voice, and then I only read it for one sentence. A very singular sentence. Oh, I'm so useless sometimes. Okay, let's not do that. Let's call Duff. Do you have a weapon I can have? Not enough materials. I need some I need one copper ore. That's all I need? That's all I need. Lame. Alright. Never mind. No, I can't level anything up either. Alright, let's go down. Useless app. Uninstall. No Elvish. No, never mind. If there's no Elvish, it is useless. I agree. You couldn't work for 4 months? Wow. Dang, that's a slow healing process. But I'm glad you're healing up. I've never had major surgery, so I can't relate, but I don't want to relate. I hope I never have major surgery. I mean, I probably will once I get older, but like, I hope not. I hope not. Okay. Ooh, nice, Weewin. Nice. Then you can speak romantic things in my ears. You can whisper sweet nothings. Okay, so we got the hush dart now. So I need to find a jellyfish. A jellyfish. Jellyfish. Okay, so down. Yeah, this music, it's just chill enough, but just hype enough. Like it's a good mix. This is pretty good music, I gotta say. Oh, there's the jellyfish. No, let me down. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, wrong one. Tab. Wait. Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to catch it with a net, aren't I? Ouch. Yes. Oh, I got it. Yeah. What does a sea grape look like? Oh wait, are these sea grapes? Is that why it's telling me? Because it's a sea grape? We got it. Yes. Okay, now we need the curry. Now we need the curry. I love curry. El Nino. Aren't we in like El Nino weather right now too? Like it's gonna be real. Ow! Get out! No! Ow! Like it's supposed to be a really rough summer because of that. I can't see my OT. My tablet's in the way. Just go. Oh, oxygen! Give me that oxygen. Silver bowl. There, that's better. So the moray eel, I don't think the moray eel is this deep though. I have a feeling the moray eel is way higher up. So let's head back up to the surface. And maybe I can grab a moray eel on the way up. What's in here? Give me the treasure. Give me the treasure. Oh, yes, oxygen. What am I at? I'm only at 3 kilograms. Oh, I can hold way more than this. What I need is some bullets. Oh, really? Dude, Dave, you shouldn't grab lead. Lead isn't good for you. Do you want to end up like all the other boomers? La mujer. Bebé. Leche. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Why does every in at least in these countries, why do they always have to teach us to ask where the library is? It was the same in French. Où est la bibliothèque? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Okay. I've heard it's pretty fun. I've heard it's pretty fun. I've never used it. I have no interest in learning a new language right now because my brain can barely handle what's already going on. Okay. Come here, moray eel. Oh wait, the eel comes out at night, doesn't it? It comes out at night. Never mind. All right. Well, let's catch some fish. Let's do catch some fish. Come here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Of course. Oh, I need a scuba gear thing for that? What? Like one of those little motorized boats? Wow, this fish can take a beating. There we go. Ah, the head office is in Austria. What if you learn a very bad German accent? Will that work? Oh, do you speak German? Guten Tag. I just do a very good German accent. That is all. Could you imagine? I bet you there are people that do stuff like that too. I bet. I would not be surprised. Give me a fish. Yeah, we got a pufferfish. I wouldn't mind going to Austria. I wouldn't mind. There's a few places I wouldn't mind going to. You know, there's some beautiful places out there. I just can't afford them. So the odds of me ever seeing them, that's a little slim, but that's okay. I can dream. Oh no! Get out of here. Oh. Okay. A 7-hour drive. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if it would be worth it for me to drive that far, like if I was you. But like if you go and you spend the night out there, then it would be worth it. If you plan things to do, you know, just to drive out there for the sake of it, probably not. But if you drive out there and have like a weekend plan, that wouldn't be a bad trip. That's one thing I've said it before. I'm jealous about Europe in general. Is you guys can go to so many different countries in a very, very relatively small amount of time. Here we go, shark. Oh no, that is not what I meant to do. Ah, no! Get away from me! I'm swimming back to Austria. You have tents, exactly. There you go. Who needs to rent a hotel? Just stay in the tent on the side of the road. Hans, there is this weird lady just sleeping on the side of the road. She's in a tent. Why doesn't she stay at the hotel? It is only 2 blocks down the street. Okay. There we go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep and good night. Ow. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh. Oh, no, you don't go to sleep. Never mind. Oh, you can't wild camp out there? Crazy, I didn't know that. I mean, here... I can't remember what the rules are, actually. I don't remember what the rules are here for camping. I'm not sure. Timmy, honestly, it was a huge help. It was a really, really, like, nasty time. You know, financially, it was such bad timing. And the bills came in, like we ended up postponing everything for over a month, and the bills came in, and thankfully we were able to get it all done. You know, and we didn't even do anything. Like my dad's original plan was way more expensive. It was far more complicated, and we didn't do any of it the way he wanted because we just couldn't afford to do it. But we were still able to do something. Like we rented a small little place. We invited a bunch of friends over. We already had like sound equipment and stuff, so we were able to use our own. But like, you know, we were able to rent a small place, get some food for everybody so they could eat while they were there. So it definitely helped. It definitely helped. And my family appreciated it so much. You have no idea. So thank you. I don't want to go up if I still have space to carry stuff, you know? But yeah, I can't remember what the camping rules are. I want to say that you can camp kind of anywhere. But the problem is obviously safety, and the places you can camp are kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, which isn't very easy. And so, but I don't remember for sure. I don't remember for sure. But I've gone wild camping. It wasn't wild camping. It was a campground, but they allowed you to camp wild within the campground. So they had like, they were around a lake, and on one side of the lake, they had like actual campsites that you would go and stay in. On the other side of the lake, it was just wilderness. They had a couple of lock boxes for bears, so you could put your food in there. And then it was all just wild wilderness. And I went camping there. And ironically, I went camping there. We had to like take a canoe across to get there because there was no way through to get there, so we had to take a canoe to get there. And ironically, when we woke up in the morning, we went back to the main area because we needed to grab something from the car. And while we were there, the people that were camping at the regular campground had bears in their area, and we were in the wilderness and we didn't have bears the whole time we were there. You camp on Lundy's Lane. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, Timmy, it was nice to be able to say a final goodbye, you know? It was really nice for, like, I got to say goodbye to my dad at the hospital, and I got to say goodbye to him at the funeral home before they cremated him. But unfortunately, not everybody, it was only my brother, my mom, and I. We didn't want anybody else to see my dad. And so it was really hard because, like, his family, his sisters, his brothers, his parents, well, his mom wanted to say goodbye and they couldn't. So this was a chance for everybody else to say goodbye. My sister didn't get to say goodbye, so she got to be there, and you know, the grandkids and all that. So it was really nice. It gave everybody the closure that they needed. So it was really, really nice. Okay. We got a lot of stuff. Moray curry is only at night. I guess we can just keep swimming during the day just to get more ingredients. You can never have too many ingredients, I guess. So let's just keep diving. What is there to lose? No, it's okay, Timmy. It's okay. No worries. Lunda, hello, Lindsay. You're new. Lunda is your mom. This is her account. Well, hello, Lindsay. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you're doing okay. I'm assuming if this is your mom's account, you are probably fairly young. I don't know how good this channel would be for a young person to watch, only because I do swear once in a while. It's not like a fully adult channel, but it's not exactly a kid's channel. No, don't rush. I'm gonna end up running out of oxygen. What is this? Ooh, yes. Okay, so... cat food. I don't understand what the cat food's for. Oh, yes. Equipment upgrade. Whoa! I feel like I should get the shark, but... Oh, Lindsay. How old are you, Lindsay? Cat food in the sea. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Barracuda. It might be. It might be for the silly catfishes. Are you serious? That's awesome. So how old would that make you, Lindsay? Okay, we don't want to escape. Someone bought Perfect Dark for you? That's awesome. You just get people to, like, they just buy it for you. I mean, I don't know if I'd like that, because then I'd be like, I owe people money now. But if they're buying it for you like a present, like, here's a present, I'd be like, heck yeah, I get free games? That'd be cool. Who doesn't want free retro games? Shazah, hello, welcome. It's really fun. It's not exactly, I would say it's not exactly, not exactly the most peaceful game, because you are trying to survive underwater and you run out of oxygen pretty quickly, and there are very, very angry fish down here that don't want you here. But, and really big sharks like that one, that's pretty stressful to see. That being said, it is a really, really fun game. Basically, think of Subnautica and Diner Dash, which is like an older game where you like run a restaurant. You do that in this game too. So you swim for ingredients during the day, and then you run a restaurant during the night. Look at this ugly, what is it called, lure fish? I think that's what it's called. Is it a lure fish? I can't remember. Ha! Yeah. Oh, it's an anglerfish. That's what it is, anglerfish. No, Chazah, I wish I had a Steam Deck, though. I was just talking to my brother about it. It's the universe telling me that I need to. I want a Steam Deck. I don't have the money for it, but I want to save up for one. Because I use my iPad as, like, a gaming console. I use it for editing. Like, that's the big thing that I got it for, is to be able to edit on the go. I have a MacBook, but it's not always convenient to edit on a MacBook. When it's something like I want to do super quick, or like I don't want to carry around a big laptop to edit with. So sometimes I just want my laptop, my tablet, to just do it right there, and I game on it. But there's not like the best selection on iOS for. Oh, I'm running out of air. Oh no. there's not the best selection for gaming on iOS, but it's sorry, I'm panicking. I'm about to run out of oxygen. Oh, they're not okay. So I want a Steam Deck specifically to game on, but they're fairly costly. So I'm gonna hold off on it, but I do want one. I was just talking to my brother about it yesterday. Yesterday I told him that I want to see if I save up for one, because I was at Best Buy and I saw that they have the Asus ROG or the ROG Ally, and it's way more expensive, but apparently it's pretty powerful. But then I started doing research on the Steam Deck because, you know, it's way cheaper, and I was like, how's the performance on it? I want a Steam Deck, but man, they're expensive. They're expensive. You live in the future. WeWin knows. That's how WeWin's able to make us fall in love with her. She can predict the future because she's already lived it, so she knows what mistakes not to make. Ty, she won't give you the numbers. I already tried. She won't, because she knows that if we're millionaires, then she can't seduce us as easily, because the money will make us wiser. Oh, man. Yeah, it's I think it would be worth it. I think the Steam Deck would be worth it even at full price. I think it's a pretty decent deal, especially because you can upgrade it yourself. Like, you can put in the better hard drive if you get the cheap one, and you can use SD cards, and even the slow one, when some people have compared the speeds of the slow one to the fast one, it's not that big of a difference. And in certain games that have been optimized a lot better, it's even been faster. The slower one's been faster, so it's not that bad of a deal, really. I just don't have the money for it, but I do want to save up for it because it would be really handy for me. I don't really travel much, you know. I work by myself. I work night shift. It's not like I'm commuting on a bus or anything, but I do like to just like sit on my couch. I don't like sitting at the computer to play games. And like, what's that game called? Baldur's Gate is coming out, right? And I don't know if it's gonna. I think it's on Steam, isn't it? Is it on Steam? I think it's on Steam. But if it's on Steam, like, I want to sit on my couch and play it. I don't want to sit here with the mouse and keyboard. I wish it was on tablet, but it's not. So like, in those cases, the Steam Deck would be worth it. Or like, I've been playing a lot of. I haven't in a while now, but I was playing a lot of. Oh, I already have one. Of Days Gone, that zombie game from Sony. But I don't want to sit at my computer to do it. I want to sit on the couch with my feet up and do it. So a Steam Deck would be perfect for stuff like that. It's a lot of money, and right now I'm not making a lot of money as a streamer. So it's not really something that's in my budget, but I do want one. I really want one. When did you get yours? I have a Steam Link, so do I. So do I. I have a Steam Link. It's... Oh no, it's in one of my boxes. It's in a box under my bed. I have a Steam Link. I used it for a little bit. I bought it because I love tech, right? Like, that's a big weakness for me. New tech comes out and I want it. And so like, I tend to buy really dumb things just because the tech is cool. And so I bought the Steam Link, and at the time, it was before I started streaming, actually. And I bought it because I hate sitting at my computer to play. I didn't want to sit at my computer. And, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to sit at my computer to game. So I was like, I'll hook it up to my TV. But my TV at the time was one of like the early budget 4K televisions. And it had a really severe input lag issue. Like, it was like half a second input lag. It was really bad. And so the Steam Link was impossible to use because the input lag was just so bad on the television. And so I just didn't bother with it. And it just kind of sat and collected dust. Now, you know, fancy tablets exist with remote play and all that, so it's not even worth it anymore. So it just sits in a box. Now I keep it because it's a collector's item. You know what I mean? How do oh, this, oh, my broken button. Okay. What am I at? Oh, I'm almost out of, almost. Where's the R button? Do I not have an R button? I'm almost out of space to carry stuff. I'm getting closer. Oh, there's people! There's people! Do I want to talk to them? I don't know. Will they talk English? Oh, what's my underwater thing? I think this is my underwater thing. For when I'm talking, right? What's that other one? This one. Oh, this is my underwater one. Huh. No, wait, no, I don't think I like the underwater one. Oh, whatever. This is my guy anyway.
Huh? It's the sea people from before.
Huh, they're saying something, but I can't tell what they're saying. I have to call Dr. Bacon. My goodness, wow! To think that sea people were real, it's simply incredible. They're saying something to me, but I can't understand them. I think analyzing patterns might allow us to translate. Come back up to the boat for now, and I'll try to think of a way to translate.
When will I become 7-piece orchestra? Honestly, I don't even remember what that's in reference to. I can still move with this? Why? I didn't know that. Ouch. About a year ago? Nice. Yeah, I want one. It's just the money is so tight. But the Steam Deck just seems like such a cool thing. My brother has one. I had pre-ordered one when it first got announced, and I was gonna get it, and then at the time something happened that I couldn't afford it, so I canceled it. And then I think it was because I was traveling for work, so it was too expensive, so I couldn't afford it, so I canceled it. And then I started working out here, and then I could afford it, but by then the delay was like 4 months for the delivery, and then the PS5 was coming out, so I was like, I'll just get the PS5 instead. But I do want one. I want one really badly. Did the sea people civilization to be real, but to think there are living sea people. This is truly the find of a century. This is thanks to you, Dave. Lunda, you're not saying anything. You're just saying random stuff. So I don't know what you want me to acknowledge. There's other people on Twitch, but you're on YouTube, so they can't acknowledge you. And you're literally just saying random sentences. So how am I supposed to respond to my governess is a pain in the butt? What am I supposed to say to that? I don't know what you're talking about. Or before that, you said, I'm going through emotional crisis right now. I don't allow, you know, trauma dumping on my channel, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Or before that, code red. What does that mean? Or, oh, you asked me if I've seen the Mario movie yet. I did miss that, so I will give you that one. I have, and I loved it. It was amazing. But yeah, there was a lot of like really random stuff that you were saying, and so it was hard for me to say anything. You know what I mean? No, you don't. I'm a stranger on the internet. I'm a stranger on the internet. You don't need a stranger on the internet to talk to you. but I really, really, really believe that you are either emotionally not mature enough to be here, or you are a child. And I'm just not comfortable with a child watching my channel unless I personally know them, like they're a niece or nephew or something. So I'm gonna say goodbye. I appreciate you taking the time and, you know, trying to hang out and stuff, but I don't think we're a right fit for the channel. Yeah, I'm just not comfortable with it. So have yourself a good day. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. But you're the right kind of not emotionally mature. You're the right kind. Ha! Let's tell all the news outlets in the world about this. Wait, I think that might be risky. But why? That's how I get people flocking to this place. It wouldn't matter if we're talking about some ruins, but these are living sea people. Poachers are bound to show up. They'll start hunting sea people since there will be a way of getting a lot of attention. You have a point there. How about we first make a translator to analyze their sound waves and figure out what they're saying? I think I have something to tell. It'll have something to tell us. We'll first need a Sea People's stone tablet with their writing on it, as a microphone, and as well as a microphone and an amethyst. If I'm guessing right, the microphone should be below the sunken ship, and the stone tablet is likely to be in the record chamber. I hear you can mine amethyst at 100 meters deeper with a pickaxe. The record chamber, the ship, and the... If you can't remember the locations, check the to-do app. I'll add the information there. Oh, man. Yeah, no, just Lindsay, I think was her name. It was just very obvious they were a child and just trying to pretend like they were older, especially because they're using their mom's account. And isn't a bar mitzvah around like 13? I know it's 13 for boys. Is it the same for girls? I know it's 13 for boys for the bar mitzvah, but for the bat mitzvah, it's a little bit... Yeah, it's like 13 for girls as well, right? But she was using her mom's account. So I feel like at 13 to be using your mom's account just seems a little bit suspicious. You would think they would have their own account that they would be going on. Unless the mom is like super, super overprotective, but then add that to like the random stuff they were just saying in the chat without any like significance behind it. Like if they were talking and kind of adding into the joke or whatever, but they were just saying random stuff, so I really feel that it was like an 8 or a 9-year-old pretending to be a little bit older, because obviously it's the internet, they can pretend whatever they want. And I just don't want somebody like that on the channel because, one, I swear once in a while. Not often, but I swear once in a while. Two, this whole time, I've been trying to make a sexy time joke, and I couldn't because this child was in the chat. And three, when they're that random, it just kind of throws off the channel because I'm watching the chat move and I'm constantly looking at chat and they're not saying anything. So it just makes it really hard to follow what's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. The wording was kind of weird. It seemed like a child. And, you know, I've got a 9-year-old and she talks the same way when she's being silly. And so, like, it just felt very much like that. And so I just like, no, I feel bad for the kid. But I don't want them on the channel. It just doesn't work. Like if Nora hung out at the channel, it's a little bit different, you know, because it's my kid. If you know, if like my nieces and nephews were on the channel, it's a little bit different because they're my nieces and nephews. If it, even like, let's say Weewin's kid was here and they're a bit younger, it's Weewin's kid, it's a little bit different. But like just a random kid coming in and just saying random stuff, it just kind of throws off the whole vibe. So I was like, no. I follow back. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Merle. Stop. You're reading my mind. Every time I see Weewin, Merle, or Ty talk, it's just what's in my mind. Stop it. Don't let people know that. Okay, we need to go nighttime swimming, though. I don't remember Udo's voice. I'm gonna give Udo this voice. Oh, this is a new person. Ah, I'm gonna give him a high voice. I think. I don't know. I don't know. What kind of voice should I give him? Oh, what kind of voice should I give him? He's fixing his glasses. I'll give him a really annoying nasally voice, I guess. Excuse me while I go to the loo.
Wait, can I have a moment with you?
Yes, I'm sorry. You are...
I should introduce myself first. I'm a reporter for the magazine Weekly Fish, and my name is Uno.
Oh, I've read that magazine too. It covers unique fish species.
You have? That's right. I heard the blue hole is home to a variety of species. Is that true?
You could say that. There are all kinds of fish species around the world.
Oh, I knew it. I've come to the right place. I'd love to take pictures of myself for the magazine, but unfortunately, I can't dive. Speaking of which, would you help me take some pictures?
Pictures?
Yes, you see, you have the nice camera over there.
Oh, it's the one from Dr. Bacon. No, I'm no expert in photography, but I'm sure if I'm good enough...
Don't worry. If you're a reader of Weekly Fish, you'll get a feel for what kind of fish to photograph. And of course, I'll reward you and take a nice picture.
Well, if you say so. All right, I'd be nice to make a record of this amazing world.
Mark Leap, how you doing? Welcome. It does. That's exactly who I pictured when I was doing Udo's voice. It was just Ty. Oh man. I'm not going to Bancho Sushi yet. We are going to dive. Let's go get ourselves some more curry, and then we should be good to do those 2 special meals, right? Every time I look at myself in the camera, I'm like, man, I look different. I look different. I like it though. Ooh. Oh, this feels a little scarier. Oh, this feels like it's gonna be a little bit scarier to handle. I haven't died yet today. Almost at one point, but not yet. Oh, I have heartburn. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get water once we get out of the water again. Oh, that's a big fish. No, we're not going there. Not the shark. This guy's angry, though. Oh, wait. Dang it. Okay. He's so scary. He's so big. He's so big. That's what I said when I met Ty. He's so big. He's so scary. He's so big. It's intimidating. Oh no! And then that's what happened when Ty tried to kiss me. I was like, I'm not ready yet. I'm not there yet. Don't worry, everybody. Ty is a perfect gentleman. I'm just exaggerating. It was actually Merle. Merle is the one that was very aggressive. She left me traumatized. I'm not a gentleman at all. I wasn't talking to... Well, I mean, girth is a pretty big thing, so... It's not a bad thing. Oh, see? I can't talk like that when there's a kid in the chat. I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm gonna die. It's over. Mark Leap, you showed up and asked me if I died. You jinxed it. It's your fault. It's not my bad gameplay. It's Mark Leap's fault, everybody. No, right when the eel... Right when the eel... Oh, man. Blame Mark Leap. Hashtag blame Mark Leap. Bardia, hello, how are you? Welcome. How are things going? Oh, you always gotta watch your oxygen, Dave. I don't think there's anything I want. I guess I'll get the Titan tigerfish. Dang it. Dang it, man. See, this is when I need memes. This is when I need memes to mess with. I'm gonna have to start, like, once everything is kind of settled, I'm gonna record some memes again, some new ones with the green screen, so we can trigger some memes on screen. Sounds like Trader Joel. It pretty much is that voice. Pretty much. I've been inspired by Ernest. Does anybody who is not Canadian or American know who Ernest is? Ernest P. Worrell. Hey, Bert. What is his name? Bert? Was his name Bert? Was it Bert? Was that the guy's name? Vern, that's it. Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern. Ernest Goes to Camp. You don't know that? That's a great show. Oh man, yeah, it was an old TV show from like the 90s, 80s and 90s. I think it was in the 80s as well. And Ernest P. Worrell was a kids show, but it was like an adult who would like, he wouldn't act like a child. He would just like make the decisions a child would make, right? Like the silly decisions, and get himself into trouble all the time. And so we always had like Halloween specials and Christmas specials, and the actor was also the voice of Slinky Dog from Toy Story. And actually, when he passed away, because he passed away from cancer, when he passed away, they didn't want to replace him, and so they had, for the movie that they did next, they used just like little clips from the old movies to kind of fill in, and then they got a voice double to come in and do the next movies. And then Mr. Potato had passed away, and then they only used clips for him. They didn't want to replace him. I think that's what the story was. I think it was Mr. Potato Head though that they didn't replace, but Slinky Dog they did. But Ernest was a really heavy smoker, so he had this kind of voice, and it was very a smoker voice. Like it was just a smoker voice. He didn't really have a southern accent, but it was just a weird, hey Vern, you know. He was just supposed to be like almost like Country Bumpkin. Let me see if I can just. I'm not gonna actually show the video. Oh, actually, I can kind of show it, I guess. Ernest P. Worrell. So like it was silly comedy. It was dumb silly comedy. Let me add Ernest to the scene here if I can. Window capture. So this is Ernest P. Worrell. I was obsessed with him as a kid. I thought he was hilarious because it was just enough. Like it was all dedicated towards kids, but it was just mature enough that you could still watch it when you were slightly older and still enjoy his silly antics. Is there any way to mute just the game? There is, right? Volume mixer, here we go. Shut up, David the Diver. Can we hear it? Shut up, I don't want to sign in. So this is Ernest.
Am I a genius or what?
So he's got that kind of voice. I'm gonna get hit with like a copyright strike or something. But like he would just like do inventions, and he was just like, he just did what kids would imagine. Like that's what was interesting about him, is that he, look at this crazy contraption he's inventing. Oh, it's kind of cut off on TikTok. It's kind of cut off on TikTok. Here, how about there? Oh, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. He can control his stupid rotisserie with his foot. And this is what the whole point of Ernest was, and then something would go wrong. See? Ernest was a classic from the 90s. And this is what he was all about. Just like silly, dumb things. He would make dumb faces. He was like in the same generation as like Pee Wee Herman and all that. Let's just see, like,
A little Sprite instead of that 7-Up you used to drink, because only Sprite's got the great taste of lemon. Sprite burn, just the thing when you're working up a sweat over one of these old off-brand air conditioners, know what I mean?
See what I mean? So like my voice is a little bit rougher because when he got older, his voice got a lot gruffer.
Lord, ain't it? My daddy used to work on them.
So he was more southern than I forgot. I forgot how southern he was. But yeah, that's Vern right there. That's Ernest, right? Yeah, Red Green meets Super Dave Osborne, basically. I loved Ernest. I thought Ernest was hilarious. Bardia, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. But that's kind of who I've based my voice on when I do that voice, is I think of him, right? And yeah, I thought he was hilarious. He had a whole Halloween special. My favorite was his Halloween special. That's why I bring it up so much. But that was him. So as he got older, apparently they did interviews after he passed away because he was loved by a lot of people in Hollywood, not just like by kids, but like Hollywood people loved him. But there's a lot of interviews about people, how they were affected after he passed away, and all of them talked about how he was a smoking machine. Like this was one of those men that always had a cigarette on the go. And so at the beginning, his voice was just kind of like this, right? It wasn't too bad. But by the end of his voice, it sounded more like this. Like if you listen to Slinky Dog sounds more like this from Toy Story. If you listen to Slinky Dog's voice, it's way gruffer. Because by that point, Ernest was smoking like crazy. Like Ernest was a heavy smoker by that point. Like, come on, Slinky.
Slink. Oh well, all right. You can be ready if you want. Not now.
You hear him?
I got some bad news.
That's who I make my voice on.
Just gather everyone up for a staff meeting and be happy. Got it. Be happy.
So that's my voice. I do Ernest, but as Slinky Dog, right?
Wait a minute. Let me find the moment.
It's so weird to see Ernest without his hat on for me.
Wow.
That's it, see? That's who I do. That's my voice right there, right? But that's it. So that's who I base my voice on. And it's just Ernest, right? But Ernest at the end, like he died from throat cancer because he was such a heavy smoker. But that's who I do my voice on. And I just bring it down a little bit lower so I could be this fisherman guy. You know, the guy, or whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. I could be him. But this is where Bert's at. No, this is where Ernest's at. I always want to say Vern. But this is it. So he was such a heavy smoker. But yeah, that's who the voice is based on. He was one of my childhood favorites. Everybody's sad about Pee Wee Herman. I was sad about him. I loved him. Ernest was awesome. Luis, I've been really good. Give me a second. I gotta get water because that hurts my throat. Give me a second. That voice is rough on the vocalizers. Rough on the vocalizers. Look at this. Look at this poof of hair. I feel like when I see that, I feel like those guys that do the comb over when they're going bald. Do you know what I mean? I had that. I was doing my hair today and I had to like shave everything to get it short. And I had like really long strands along the top because I've been leaving it long so it would blend with the other system. But this one, obviously I wanted it short so you would have that straight line. And when I took my hair off and I was like brushing it out and stuff, I had like the actual strands. The strands came into like here, like the middle of my head. So I had like the comb over thing. It was kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Vern. I didn't get the moray. I wonder if he's gonna stay or if he's gonna run off this time. How long have I been live? But Luis, I've been really good. I've been really good. Just here hanging out playing some Dave the Diver. Oh, it's only an hour. Okay. Still playing some Dave the Diver, enjoying it. I was just showing everybody Ernest P. Worrell, one of my favorite childhood comedian guys. Because somebody was saying that the one voice I was doing for this game sounded like another character from another game, and I was saying that that's who I based it on, is this actor. So that's what I was showing everybody when you came in. Okay.
Hello viewers, this is Yui from Star Chef. Now, we're back at Bancho Sushi. What kind of sushi will the chef have prepared, I wonder?
I have prepared jellyfish sushi. Jellyfish? You mean like in Chinese cold vegetables? Do you think you could win the acknowledgement of Vincent Yamaoka while ignoring the traditional ingredients? No way.
You call yourself a gourmet. Will you judge it before you've even tasted?
All right. Bring it over then.
All right. I will bring you 1 serving of sushi.
I don't know what Berman on Berman is. What is that? Might be a Europe only thing. God, I remember Super Dave Osborne though. My favorite Super Dave Osborne sketch. My favorite Super Dave Osborne sketch of all time was the Jamaican Steel Drum Band. Ty, please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Does anybody else in Europe, in the States, do you all know who Super Dave Osborne was? Neighbor and neighbor, as in fixing stuff and it goes wrong. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, we don't have that. We don't have that, but that's hilarious. I love stuff like that. That's kind of what Earl was. I always want to say Earl. That's kind of what Ernest was. Ernest would like invent things and they always went wrong, but they were always like handmade junk. Like I loved Ernest. It was great. You know, Ozzy Osbourne. So Super Dave Osborne was supposed to be a stuntman. And I don't actually know how Super Dave started, but I know he had a variety hour show. Kind of like, I don't even know what shows would be like it, but it was like, you know how they have like, Britain's Got Talent or like Philippines Got Talent. They got like those talent shows or the X Factor where people come in and do special things that they can do. Super Dave was kind of like that, but it wasn't a talent show to win a competition. It was just he would bring different talents on stage and they would just do things. And then at the end of the show, he would be spending the whole show talking about this great stunt he was going to do. Then at the end of the show, he would do his stunt. And his stunt was always coordinated by Yoshi, I think was the guy's name. Yamaguchi, I think was the guy's last name. Super Dave Osborne. I don't remember his little stunt guy's name was. Fuji was his name. I think it was Fuji Hakahito was the guy's name. It was Fuji though. And so Fuji couldn't speak English. He would speak really broken English. It was really racist. And the whole joke was Fuji would mess up the stunt and then Super Dave would go do the stunt and then Super Dave would get hurt. And so that was the final conclusion, was like he'd get shot out of a cannon and then he'd like hit a wall. Or he'd get shot out of a cannon and completely miss the net he was supposed to land in. Like it was always something like that. That was the conclusion of every episode. But there was one episode in particular, and the reporter was, I think it was just Mike Walden is what I see here. I think it was Mike Walden is what I'm seeing here in the IMDb. So the big joke with Super Dave was the stunt. But there was one sketch in particular that just killed me every time. Oh, wrong keyboard. And it was the best because these guys were a steel drum band, a Jamaican steel drum band, would always fill in for whatever band Super Dave was going to have on stage, because Super Dave would always have live music. But anytime the live music couldn't make it, the Jamaican steel band would come in. And they were like a last minute addition. Now, every time the band couldn't make it, the real band, and so the Jamaican steel band would come in. The joke just tells itself. The joke just tells itself. I'm going to get such a copyright strike for all this, but I don't even care. This is so worth it. If somebody was asking me to do react videos, let's react. This is one of my favorite things ever. Let me stretch this out so you guys can actually see it, because this is one of my favorite things ever.
I have a group of 32 young men and women who make up my Super Dave marching band. They're a championship band, and they have to keep up a certain grade point. They have to do creative work in the community. They just have to be very special young people. And not only that, they're tremendous musicians. And they're going to perform for you tonight. They're on a much smaller stage than they're used to performing on. But we've got a camera up there. Can we cut to that, Jack, for a minute? So you'll be able to see their formations. Now, what I've done is I'm going to do a contest. They are going to be playing marches. If you can guess the march they're playing, you'll get a hat.
Yeah, I must have pushed something and turned off the camera.
If you can guess the march and then guess the formation, you'll win $100. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Okay, you heard that, right? So he's going to have a marching band. He wants people to guess what the marching band is playing and then what formation they are making while marching, because he's going to have a world-renowned marching band.
It's fun. I'd love to give back to my fans, too. It is my pleasure right now. Let's raise the roof for the fantastic Super Dave North American Marching Band.
That's great.
Here they are.
So everybody's laughing because they know exactly who this band is, because this happens all the time to Super Dave. And as you can tell, Dave is not impressed. Yeah, he passed away. He passed away a few years ago now.
Where is my band?
They're going to a bar mitzvah.
Hey, maybe it was whatever that girl's name was, Julie or whatever.
You know, I almost don't know what to say. Every time one of my bands are not here, you people show up. This was supposed to be a very special opening with marches. I have a camera up there. Do you know any marches?
We know plenty marches.
I love
Do you
his
know
confidence.
Formations?
We specialize in formation.
His confidence is so good.
All right, you know what we're doing. You're gonna play a march, form something, and make it kind of difficult because it's a $100 prize. Okay?
Okay.
We're just gonna watch the one and then,
okay,
and then
who would like
we'll go back
to
to the
start
game.
off here? Okay, you, sir. What is your name?
Merle, this is one of my favorite sketches
Barney,
ever.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Terrific. Okay, here we go. If you can guess this march and guess the formations. Here we go.
So the joke is, they play this song every time. Her name was Lola, the Copacabana, every time. So this is why Super Dave was so upset and asked him, do you know marches? Because they always play this song. He's so deadpan.
Do you know the name of that famous march?
Copacabana.
Okay, you win a shirt and a hat. And I don't think you're going to win the 100 because I can't imagine what that was they did. But you can take a guess.
Clock.
Okay, what was it that you did?
That's what it was. A clock.
That's what it was, the clock. Okay, fast forward.
Do you know marches?
We know plenty marches.
He's so confident. I love him. Wait, find the next person. So I think one of the reasons I like this so much, this is the comedy that I do with my Hey Retro, how's it going? Literally this. I am Super Dave and my Hey Retro is the band, where all they're trying to do is help and they're just not doing anything right. And then the frustration Dave feels of like, come on, I'm just asking for something simple. If you can't do it, just don't do it. And they're like, no, we can do it. That's literally the, hey, Retro, let me help you with this review. That's Retro. And I'm like, no, dude, you got to add more to it. Okay, that's really Retro. It's like, oh, this is literally the outline of the comedy. This is the comedy routine that I use for that character.
I admire someone who says, I don't know what I'm doing. Be honest with me now and just say, no, I don't know any marches, okay? Do you know marches?
Tell you we know plenty marches.
He's just so confident about it. And the frustration. So if you go back and find, I don't have any of them tagged anymore, but I had a bunch of those videos pinned on my channel. But there's one in particular where I introduced all my characters and the Hey Retro shows up and he's trying to help by making the internet faster as everybody else is arguing in my little sketch. And then at the end, he picks up the plug and he's like, I found the internet problem. And he unplugs the internet and that's kind of where it ends. It's literally that. He's trying to help and my frustration of just like, oh my God. And it's like, that's it. I love this kind of comedy and that's what I use for my sketch comedy. The one straight guy who's just trying to get his job done and everybody else who's making it worse.
Obviously, Mary, you know the name of that march.
Copacabana. Copacabana.
Okay, you win a hat and a shirt. And you might as well guess at what that formation was.
I don't know. Like cards, shuffling cards, shuffling the
No,
deck.
I'm sorry. What was that formation?
She's right, shuffling the deck.
And so that was the sketch with these guys every time. Every single time they would show up, it was literally them playing the Copacabana to fill in for whatever was happening. And that was the joke. So when people saw them on stage, they broke out in laughter instantly because they knew, oh God, here come these guys that only know one song. And that's all they know. They can play it well, but that's all they know. But they always pretend like they do better. And so it's friggin' hilarious. I love, that's my favorite Super Dave Osborne sketch. And it's just my favorite, like, random comedy bit outside of maybe Stuart from Mad TV and Night at the Roxbury guys. That's my favorite, like, dumb sketch comedy moment. I love, and I quote them all the time with my brother. We joke about it all the time. And even like this character, that's the kind of comedy we do all the time. Just like the frustration comedy. Now we both do this character, so we literally try to like outsmart each other, and the joke is that we're constantly doing something dumber than the last guy. And it's just, I love that kind of comedy. I think somebody asked me earlier to do a reaction stream. I think I might do that. Maybe we'll do one where like I pull up a bunch of like comedy bits from like the 90s that I loved, that I grew up with, and we could just like watch them and I'll react to them or whatever. You know how they do, like people are watching like, I don't know, Greatest Chef, Iron Chef or whatever, and they just like react to the episode. Maybe we'll do like a 90s nostalgia night where like I throw on a bunch of comedy from when I grew up, like Ernest, like Mad TV sketches, like this kind of stuff, and we'll just kind of react to it, and I'll share it with you all for, you know, people in Europe who may not have had those TV shows, for younger viewers who didn't grow up during that era, and we could just kind of do that, something like that. Hey, Infinity Gamer, how's it going? We're getting raided. I didn't get the alert. Or did you beat us? Did you beat the alert first? Is that what happened? Did you come here before the alert went through? Are you so fast? Infinity Gamer, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? How are you? How are things? Where's my raid? Hello, welcome. Faster than the speed of love. Hello, hello. How are you? Got 3 weeks off work. Nice. What are you doing with your 3 weeks? I'll try. Yeah. Are they in English, or is it like a non-voice thing where like it's just silence and the comedy is in the physical part of it? Yeah. I would definitely be down for some suggestions. Maybe I'll do that too. Maybe we'll do something where like I'll post a video up on TikTok or something, and then everybody can kind of leave suggestions of clips they want me to watch. And then we can do a stream where I watch the clips you guys suggest. I bring up some of my old clips, and we could just spend like an hour just watching like dumb comedy, no playing games, just hanging out and watching this comedy. And you can see whether I get the jokes or not, or whether like it's funny, or how I react to something that I may have never seen before. I think it'd be really interesting. Okay, yeah, I'd totally be down for that. It's like Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean. That's another one that I really like. Battle carding. Is that thing that I've seen on TikTok where like there's projector screens on the ceiling, and if you hit certain things, the projectors will react and it'll make your cart slow down and speed up so it looks like you're actually getting hit? Is that what we're talking about? Anyways, I think that would be a really fun idea, because like I like gaming. I would rather game for a stream, but I think that would be a fun mix up. That would be something interesting to do, something a little bit different. You know what I mean? Even if they say a few words, you might be able to just like translate what the words are as we're watching it, so I know what's being said. That could work, as long as it's not like this was all in what they were saying. That was the joke. But if it's like, oh, they say a couple of words to kind of set up the joke, you can literally put it in the text, and then I'll see it and I can read it out to people so they know, so we know what's being said. I'm totally down for that. That would be so cool. I think that'd be really fun. Infinity Gamer, that would be so cool. I want to try that so bad. We have a go-kart arena that opened up here a couple years ago, like right before COVID. And the big news was that it was similar to Mario Kart, but it's not really. The only reason it was similar to Mario Kart is because it had like 2 levels, which there wasn't anything around here like that. It wasn't just a regular go-kart track. Instead, it was one like you would go up and then you would go underneath the tunnels and stuff. And it was supposed to be really fun, but I never went to it. But then I saw these kinds of go-kart setups, and those look so fun. I want to do that so bad. I want to do that so bad. You'd probably translate it. Yeah, we could do that too. We could get the translation, like in closed captioning. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Well, we'll plan it for like, you know, in a couple of weeks or whatever. We can do something like that. I think that would be really cool. 10 games with 7 people. That's going to be really fun. That's going to be so cool. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun. I'm having the opposite. How not opposite of fun, but like how you have vacation. I don't get a day off this week. I'm gonna be so tired. It's gonna suck because I'm reaching my peak right now, where like tonight's supposed to be my late night, it's supposed to be my last night, and then I get a couple of days off, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna be pretty tired tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be rough. Thankfully I don't stream, so but that's gonna be pretty rough. And tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan tonight, tomorrow my schedule changes too. That's another thing I want to tell everybody. We'll talk about it more at the very end of the stream, but there's going to be a change in schedule. I'm going to be starting even later than I have been. You know, I've been starting at like 1:30. I'm going to be starting closer to like 3 my time. So like a couple of hours later than I have been. Because if everything goes to plan tonight, tomorrow I'm actually starting work closer to like 1 in the morning instead of like 10. And I'm going to be at work until about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to be getting home at like 9:30 and going to sleep. So I'm going to be getting up at like, well, technically I should be getting up at like 4, but I'm going to get up earlier so I can stream until I get kind of the gist of how things are going to work out with the schedule. Yeah, around 9 p.m. for you guys. So it's going to be pretty late. But it's going to be just for the time being until I can kind of set up what my schedule is going to be like, see what things are going to feel like for me, because it might work out better if I sleep from like 7 p.m. until midnight, right? And then go to work and then come home and maybe take like an hour or 2 nap and then get up and do the stream. Or I come home from work and go right to streaming after like an hour break and then go to sleep after the stream and then sleep until work. Or if it's going to be better if I sleep when I get back from work and stream in the evening, or maybe I'll do a mix of both. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I haven't thought that far ahead because I wasn't planning to have this change happen this quick, but it might be. So for the next week, it's going to be kind of rough, but then I'll settle on a schedule and we'll figure it out. Because yeah, I definitely want to do what's best for me so it's more interesting for people to watch, so I'm not a zombie the whole time. But I also don't want to change the schedule so much that nobody that watches now can watch anymore. Because like if I'm starting the stream like later in the evening, for me it's going to be the middle of the night in Europe, and then not everybody can come, and then, you know, people in Canada might not even be able to hang out because they're going to bed because they're going to get up early for work the next day. So I don't want to mess too much with my schedule, but I also don't want to run on 0 sleep and then be a zombie on stream the whole time either. You know what I mean? Stream at work. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It wouldn't be very fun to watch me stream at work. Most of the time, I'm just wandering around. Although I spend a lot of time making stupid videos with my brother. That's a big part of it. I make stupid videos with my brother all the time. Yesterday, he legitimately made me like pee my pants laughing. Not legitimately make me pee my pants, but made me laugh hard enough that I could have peed my pants. Okay, maybe I peed my pants. I just didn't want to admit it. I'm embarrassed. No, but we were joking back and forth and like trying to one up each other with how dumb we were. And then at one point, I was intimidating him. And then I told him that if he intimidates me and I intimidate him, then it's called double jeopardy. And double jeopardy is answering a really hard question. And my hard question was like, what's the number to 911? And so he called me back. He goes, actually, that's called checkers and check and mate. And like, I lost it because I wasn't expecting that answer. Especially with the check and mate. And he was using a funny filter while he was doing it. And it was just... Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. It killed me. But yeah, that's what we do all the time. So, I mean, that part of watching a stream at me at work would be interesting. I guess that part would be fun. Okay, let's serve whatever this guy's name was again. Oh god, I hope I don't spill it. Please enjoy, good sir. Back to the game. I should probably
start playing it. Wow, so this is jellyfish. The flesh is transparent. The white dots are pretty as well.
What? You made it with bunched rice. You should have made sure it doesn't scatter by making gunkan maki instead.
It'll dry up. Hurry up and eat. It's already been seasoned.
I know it can't possibly taste good, but since it's for the program, I'll try it. Oh my!
Vincent, the look on your face.
This is amazing. I can taste the sea as soon as I bite into it. The jellyfish, and I taste something popping inside. Could it be flying fish roe? Wait, they're bigger than that. Caviar? No, that would have killed the jellyfish flavor. Could it be...
Yes, I added some sea grape below the jellyfish.
Firm jellyfish flesh and sea grape, huh? This is the sea. I taste the sea where the sea kelps sway. I can't help but admit it. This sushi is amazing, based on a very deep understanding of the ingredients. But why is it that you use such unknown ingredients instead of proven ones?
First, you season. Is the taste. Jellyfish, it has a gentle, mild taste with a strong texture, making it perfect match for the scent and flavor of sea grape. The second reason is the potential. There are so many kinds of ingredients out there. Insisting on using only the verified few is the same as ignoring the infinite possibilities.
Thank you for those amazing words, Bancho. Now then, it's time for evaluation. Vincent?
All right, let's get into the evaluation.
Now, this is the jellyfish sushi that made Vincent marvel, and Mr. Bancho created this dish. What will the score be?
I'll give Bancho Sushi 80 points.
Isn't that too low? I'm totally impressed with eating it.
Listen, sushi was excellent. This establishment lacks something, though. Eating combines many enjoyments. To think you'd only offer green tea with this beautiful ocean front of us. Romance. This place doesn't have enough romance and appreciation for the arts. That's why I'll give this place 80 points. As a side reward, however, I'll give you a refrigerator. Being able to drink cold beer from that fridge would make it a score 100. It'll be perfect.
Wow, as expected of you, Vincent. That was an excellent opinion. Now, how do you like Star Chef today? We'll be really looking forward to Bancho Sushi's exotic sushi being served with beer. See you again next time. This was Reporter Yui.
I want sushi so bad right now. I wouldn't mind sushi. I think Alana's making shepherd's pie for dinner. So I'm excited for that. That'll be yummy. I'm on it for a few weeks now. I'm sorry. Don't blame me. I'm sorry. The little hairs are like tickling the side of my face, so I gotta keep doing this to get it out of my face. Customers will now be able to order beer after their meal. Heck yes. All right, I've got money. Let's hire a new customer.
Wow, Bancho, that was amazing. That picky Vincent acknowledged you.
The tongue does not lie.
Vincent has a point. Shall we try selling beer from now on?
Yes, we shall. Why not? Nice, Infinity. Good job. I think I've been finding the weight you've been losing. According to the scale, I've been the same weight. I haven't gone up, but according to my face, it's getting a little bit rounder. I think it just has to do with I'm just so burnt out that I haven't been. What's going on here? Oh, whoops. I haven't been as active over the last little bit, just because I'm so insanely burnt out. But soon I'll be losing weight. I'm probably gonna lose weight, not because I want to. I think the stress of the upcoming couple of weeks is it's making it harder to eat. So I think I'm gonna probably lose a lot of weight in a really short amount of time, and not in a good way. But we'll see. Or I'll go the opposite and I'll be so like stressed out that I'll just eat all the time. We'll see what happens. Okay. Ooh, should we get a TV ad? Let's do a TV ad. Yes. Honestly, we wouldn't stay away from the scale. It's not even worth it. The only reason I watch my weight is because of my heart issues, and I'm trying to like see if anything is happening to make sure I stay on top of it all. Because one of the side effects to the medications that I take is swelling. You can retain fluids, especially in your legs. Because they're trying to slow down my heart rate and lower my blood pressure. Blood can pool in your extremities, so they want me to watch my weight just to see that I don't suddenly gain a bunch of weight in a really, really short amount of time. So I don't weigh myself often. I try to weigh myself maybe once a week, but it's usually closer to once every 2 weeks. But don't do it. It's not worth it, because you can gain a ton of weight and look exactly the same because you've gained a bunch of muscle, let's say. Or you could weigh yourself at the wrong time, and all of a sudden you've gained 5 pounds from one night, but it's because you drank a bunch of water and haven't peed yet. A scale can totally mess with you. It can mess with your self-esteem. It can mess with how confident you feel about like the progress you're making. It's really not a good indicator of anything. Like I said, the only reason I do it is because they want to make sure that my medication isn't going to be messing with me. And I'm actually switching my medication starting today. I have to go pick it up. And that might have a totally different side effect, because I suddenly got psoriasis from my meds. I don't think I have it now. I think it went away. Can you see it? I don't know. Is it still there? I can't tell. The screen's too small. You can kind of see the one red dot there, but like I had them all over my neck just yesterday or the day before. It looked like I had a whole bunch of hickeys on my neck, but it was like little psoriasis patches that like came out of nowhere. They only last a couple of days, then they go away. But it's the medication making my skin react badly, and it's one of the side effects. So they switched my medication, but we don't know what this medication is going to do. It should be similar, but it may not help my heart rate at all, or it may all of a sudden make me start retaining water. So I have to start weighing myself just to make sure that everything's okay. But yeah, it's not worth it. It's really not. It messes with your head. Like, I know how I feel when I look at myself and I'm like, yeah, I'm 182 pounds. Like, I lost a bunch of weight. Then the next day I weigh myself and it's 186. And it's like, where did 4 pounds come from? It really, really sucks sometimes. How tall are you, Infinity? How tall are you? Give it back. The only time I stand on the scale is when someone else makes a comment about my body. Parents are the worst, aren't they? Aren't they? My mom is really bad for that. My mom, she's been better lately, but she would see me and her response to see me would literally be, wow, you've gotten fat. Like, just flat out. And it was hard sometimes. It was really hard sometimes. So you're 5'7". Okay. So yeah, I think it's 5'7" according to this thing, to the Google thing that I did. That is pretty thin though, isn't it? That's pretty thin, I think. 126 seems pretty thin because, like, I'm 5'10", so only a couple of inches taller than you, and I'm at 186. So, like, I'm 60 pounds more than you, but only 2 inches taller than you. And I'm not... Oh, you're... Wait. Hold on. You're 126 kilograms. Oh, I was looking at pounds. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so the weight loss is actually a lot of weight loss, really. Good for you. Wow. So 277. Okay. At my biggest, I was 224, so I was pretty close to your size. Good for you. Good for you. You know, I think we live in a society where we have this really dumb idea that, like, you need to be thin to be attractive, which is not right. But we also live in a society that is not very well versed in health. Necessarily, even like quote unquote experts aren't necessarily well versed in health. You get a lot of people, especially on the internet, that are like health experts, but they took like a physical training course. They didn't actually study medicine. And they'll give information that isn't necessarily the best, you know, that's not necessarily accurate. And there's this like weird misunderstanding. I'm not going to get too deep into it because there are a lot of opinions out there, and there are a lot of people that will get their feelings hurt, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or say any kind of judgment on it. But there's this weird like gray area when it comes to weight, because just because you're overweight doesn't necessarily mean you're unhealthy. But what it does mean is that you're at a higher risk of unhealthy things happening. It's kind of like driving in a car, going 50 miles an hour versus going 100 miles an hour, or going, you know, 100 kilometers versus 200 kilometers an hour. Just because you're going 200 kilometers an hour doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get in an accident. But it's a higher risk of getting in an accident, right? But you can also get in an accident going 100 kilometers an hour. Like, you can still have an accident at that speed. You could also have an accident at 20 kilometers an hour. Being overweight, you have a higher chance of getting illnesses or dealing with illnesses. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to. I think the big thing is that you need to try to better your odds. Is the only thing that doctors are genuinely concerned about, is just better your odds of not running into trouble down the line, right? That's why my blood pressure issues, my heart issues are concerning, because I'm not morbidly obese. I'm technically obese, but I'm not morbidly obese. But my heart rate, my blood pressure is of somebody who would be significantly overweight, you know, like 300 pounds and up. And I am 186. And so like my heart rate shouldn't be where it is. So it's concerning because I shouldn't have these kind of issues at the weight that I'm at. But there are also people who are 300 pounds that have better blood pressure and better heart rates than I do. But I'm trying to, you know, maintain my weight low, just because if I'm already having trouble, the more weight I gain, the more likely the trouble's going to get worse. So good for you to stay healthy more than anything. You know, don't worry so much about the numbers. Worry more about your own health. You know, make sure that your blood pressure is good. Make sure that maybe your sleeping patterns are better. Make sure that, you know, you don't get winded as easily. Like, those would be the better things to measure when you're looking at your own health journey. You know, because like for me, one of the things I have noticed is with the weight that I have lost, I'm sleeping better. I still get really winded because I have zero cardio in me. But now I can work for 8 hours and I'll be tired by the end of it, but I'm not dying like I used to be. But yeah, look, measure stuff like that. Don't worry so much about weight, because you can be a chubby person and be completely healthy and be completely happy and live a physically good life. Just make sure that everything else is good. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the standards we have for what weight is healthy, what weight isn't, is based on society more than anything. Because if you look at certain cultures, a larger woman is seen as sexually, you know, hot and as very healthy and is like a good match. But then there's other cultures where like you want a woman who is basically bones and skin, and they're seen as sexy and healthy. But both can be completely wrong. You can have a really, really large person be very, very healthy. You can also have them be very, very unhealthy. You can also have a very thin person be very, very unhealthy. So yeah, just yeah, walking. Honestly, one of the best workouts that people don't really understand, because we live in a world that it's about money, you know, capitalism. We all get sold treadmills and stuff like that. But honestly, just going for a walk outside can be an insanely good workout for your body, because one of the problems with treadmills, one of the things that treadmills don't do is they don't actually use your weight against you, because the treadmill is gliding. And so you're moving forward, and the mechanical movement of lifting your legs is good. It's a much lower impact workout, because the mechanical movements of lifting your legs is the workout, but you're not actually propelling yourself. Whereas if you're outside walking, you are working to move your body. And so that mass of your body is actually causing resistance, which makes you work harder, versus a treadmill, where the treadmill has a little motor that will be moving the track, which causes the movement, which reduces it. It's kind of like a free weight versus a weight on a machine. The weight on the machine is a little bit easier because you're not balancing it, right? Whereas a free weight, you're balancing it. That alone adds a little bit of extra tension, despite the weight being exactly the same. Not to mention the benefits of being out in the sun and getting air and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, even just walking, even just on a treadmill, even just walking can be huge for your benefits. The heart is the most important thing you want to work on, and just getting your heart to be able to have you walk at a healthy pace, you know, not like but like walk at a regular pace and not have your heart rate go up a lot. That's more than enough, right? You just want your heart to work at a regular pace, because we have a somewhat set number of beats we're going to have for a lifetime. If your heart can work a little bit harder, if your heart doesn't have to work as hard, that's what I'm trying to say. I started with one sentence and I couldn't finish it, so I said the wrong thing. If you can make your heart work a little less, then you can have a bit of a healthier, longer life. So yeah, keep it up, keep going with it. These products are not. Ethan, hello, thank you, that's really kind of you. What type of TikToks that I do you find that you like the most? I'm trying to like figure out kind of where to concentrate. Are you liking like the deep dives where I talk about like the history of a game, or are you liking like the anti-piracy stuff, or are you liking like the sketch comedy things that I do, or the news? Like what is it that you find that you like the most, Ethan? But yeah, do your thing. Sleeping is your problem. Yeah, that was my biggest problem, is sleep. Now my sleep's been pretty bad the last little while, but it's only bad. Man, we didn't get anybody. That's lame. Oh, tomorrow's when we're gonna get staff. Okay, that's fine. Lately I haven't been sleeping great, but that's due to stress. But ever since I got the sleep apnea machine, the CPAP machine, honestly, my sleep has been the best. It was a really rough time. It took me many months to get used to the machine. But now I don't even put the machine on until I'm ready to sleep, because I know that if I put it on within 15 minutes, I'm asleep, and I will sleep pretty much through the night. It's pretty cool. The couple of downsides to the machine though. One, it can wake me up at times when it like shifts and air starts leaking, because it'll like tickle my eyelashes and then that wakes me up. And two, because of the shape of my face, because of like the oil on my face, I wash my face every night, but I have an oily face to begin with. You can kind of see the mark here on my nose. It's where the mask presses up against my nose to make a good enough seal so it doesn't leak, but it leaves a mark on my nose that looks like I've been wearing glasses, and it's just there. The only way I could get it off is by not wearing the mask, but if I don't wear the mask, I don't sleep. So those are the two downsides to the mask, but I can sleep 6 hours solidly. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Really? That's what, See, and I read the opposite, but the thing I read could have been way out of touch, right? Because everything changes so quickly. I'm guessing with the right settings, right? Because I know like my anecdotal, my personal experience, I definitely found it harder to walk outside than I would to walk on a treadmill. But like I was using the treadmill flat, and I wasn't really like doing anything extra. I was holding onto the bars. I'm sure like if I had a slight incline and I wasn't holding onto the bars, it might be different and actually like have a benefit. The sketch comedy, you want me to do more sketch comedy? Yeah, I want to do, I have a couple written down, I just haven't filmed them. The apartment isn't really set up to record sketch comedy right now. The apartment's kind of upside down. But in a few weeks, I'll probably start doing some sketch comedy. I've got some plans for some sketch comedy stuff. I don't have time. I have one that I want to do like very, very soon because it's kind of trending, the joke that it would be on. So I'm hoping to do that in the next few days, but we'll see. I have like no energy, so I might not ever get around to it, but I'll try. I'll try. You never know. Sometimes I surprise myself and I have motivation. Sometimes I really don't. Ooh, heck yeah, I want to do that one. Let's enhance this one. You'll dress as Super Dave? Yes! I'll write a sketch. I'll write a sketch and you'll be in it. Oh, that looks yummy. Fried egg jellyfish, heck yeah. Doing all these weird exotic meals. Not weird, just exotic. They will come in handy. Comedy, I think, is so fun, but it can be very, very hard to get right. There are so many people out there that will do comedy and the joke is really good, but the delivery is really bad. Were you all part of the same TikTok For You page that I was a few months ago, where that one, I don't know, she looked like she was like 17, but she was probably a woman, did a sketch comedy thing talking about like dating older people, and like the joke was about how like they didn't text and said they wanted to shoot emails, and the whole joke was like, it was just kind of weird. If you objectively look at I don't know if you saw it, and then she ended up like deleting her whole social media presence because everybody was roasting her for how bad her comedy was. Obviously a lot of political tension there, because like a certain group was all about like, oh, it's the go woke, go broke crowd, and then the other side was just like cringing basically because they like to make fun of everybody. But there was if you objectively look at the joke she wrote, the joke is very funny. She was just horrible at delivery. Her delivery was bad. I'm not saying you're going to be bad at it, Ty. I'm just talking about how comedy, the delivery can be so important, because you can write a joke that's not funny and make it hysterical by just saying it the right way. Because like my brother's joke of like checkmate, literally him just saying it's called checkers, checkmate. It's not a super creative joke, but it was funny. It was the delivery was hilarious. Can I find it actually? Where's my browser? I don't know if I have my Facebook signed in here. Do I have it signed in? I do. Okay. Oh, this isn't the right account. That's why. There we go. This was Alana's computer. I was signed into hers. Okay, I'm not signed into that account anyway. Does this have Facebook on it? I don't know. I don't want to show it on my tablet because you won't hear it. And the joke was the delivery of the line. So the setup, okay, here we go. The setup of the joke was my brother and I were trying to like one up each other with how dumb we were. And then I made the joke that, like, the joke was that my brother needs to pay me back some money. And if he doesn't, then I'm gonna, I have to give him interest. And now the big ongoing joke we have through the whole comedy sketch that my brother and I do with each other, this is just what we do privately, is that we misuse words or we mispronounce words. And so for me, I made that my character mistook the word interest for interesting. And so I would do interesting things on camera, and that was me charging him interest. And so I always end it with, is that interesting? And so I did one where I did like a fake roundhouse kick, and my brother's like, you tried to hit me. So I said to him that I was intimidating him to make sure he pays me. And then he did like his own karate move saying he's intimidating me. So I came back and said, you can't intimidate me because I already intimidated you. That's called double jeopardy. And for those who don't know, double jeopardy is you can't charge the same crime to a person twice. And so, you know, there's like the one movie that came out in the 90s where like if you kill somebody or you don't kill somebody, but you get convicted of killing them and then they're alive, you can actually kill them and they can't do anything to you because you were already convicted for killing them. And so I made the joke that my character doesn't know what, like, thinks that double jeopardy and confuses it with like double jeopardy in the game Jeopardy. And so I say it's where they ask you a super hard question and I come up with like a dumb question of like, what's the number to 911? So he comes back. So I say that he has to be careful. And so he comes back and can I open it? Can I like, there it is. Okay. And so he puts on a funny filter. So be prepared because this is a funny filter. Can I do, where's the window capture? Okay. Is this the one? There it is. Okay, I think. Yeah. So, oops, wrong keyboard. So he has this ugly filter. He does the same voice I do, the same, hey, Retro, because he's actually the one that created the voice, but him and I talk so much alike that we do the same voice. And so we both try to outsmart each other by being extra dumb. And then this was his retort to me saying it was double jeopardy, and double jeopardy is when we get asked really hard questions. He answered with this.
Obviously, our brain cells
are
just too...
That's not the right one. Where's the last one? Is it... I think it's this one. It's this one. I think it's this one. So his response to... Why is there music playing? Oh, it's this. Shut up. Okay. His response to me saying it's double jeopardy is this.
I didn't want to tell you anything about it, but like...
Dang it.
I learned how to be a ninja. And all by myself.
Which one is it? Is it this one? Nope. That's not it either. Oh, now I can't find it. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. Where is it? The karate. Can't do that. Oh, here it is. This is the one. So I'll show you what I said to him after he did the karate moves. This is the kind of comedy my brother and I do. It's really stupid. That's the face filter I use for this character. I don't use it on, whoops. I don't use it on TikTok or anything. I just use my regular face. It would be way too much trouble to do it. But for the videos when we talk to each other, this is what we do. This is how dumb my brother and I are. I promise I'm not... I'm not cool like some people think. I'm a complete idiot. And this is the kind of dumb things my brother and I send to each other. So he just did some karate move after I did my karate move. And then this was his response to my karate move to him. What the heck? Now there's no sound. Oh, wait, I muted it. Okay. This is my response to him after he tried to intimidate me. No, you can't do that. You can't intimidate me. I just intimidated you. So that's double intimidation. That's called double jeopardy. Do you know what that is? That's when you have to answer like a super hard question. Like, what color is a fire truck? Or what's the number to 911? You can't do that. That's against the rules. My camera went off again every time. Why does it random? Why did it shut off? My camera's fully shut off this time. Uh-oh. I think my Elgato cam link is starting to die. Oh no, it's my camera. My camera's dying. Even worse. My camera's dying. Even worse. Okay, so that was me after he tried to intimidate me. And then this is his response to him intimidating me. Okay. Shut up. This is his response to me saying he can't intimidate me because it's double jeopardy. His response is this.
Actually, you got it wrong. It's called checkers and check and mate. Actually,
so what I'm getting at is the comedy isn't the joke. The joke wasn't anything super crazy. The comedy lies in his delivery of the joke, where his delivery was a very, very serious, actually, you're wrong. And he was completely committed to the fact that, like, you're an idiot. I'm the smart one. It's actually called checkers and check and mate. And so, like, the joke is the fact that he is not only wrong in where he's going with the direction, but he's also wrong in what game is talking about and how checkmate has nothing to do with checkers. But he delivers it fully believing it. Whereas a lot of comedians will lose their joke in either the way they say it because they are laughing at their own joke, which is why I don't like Jimmy Fallon at all, or they'll deliver it and the cadence behind the joke just doesn't exist because they're kind of almost expecting a reaction rather than just saying it without a reaction, because a big part of comedy is to say it and not expect people to laugh. And that's what makes it funny. If you're saying it and kind of set it up like here's my joke, nobody's going to laugh at it. Whereas if you say it like, blah, 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 this is what I believe, then people laugh at you. Even though you know it's a joke, you have to make it sound like it's not. And that's what makes it killer. And that was, it went dark mode. That's it. And that's what makes comedy work. And it's sad when I see it on, yeah, it's my camera. The input on my camera is like completely loose now that even if I touch the camera, it disconnects. And then it just dies. Come on. Yeah, see, the input is dead on my camera, but I don't have the money to buy a second camera. I have my other stream camera, my video camera, but that's how this one broke, is constantly plugging it in and unplugging it. So frustrating. But yeah, so it's so frustrating for me as a comic sketch person. On Michael, are you asking like where like I live or where I originally came from, like my ethnicity? But it's frustrating for me when I watch other comedians, if they don't have the good timing but they have good jokes, and it really like it kills me to watch the delivery and see them like fall flat on their face when it's just such a simple fix, but you can't tell them because then it's that whole stepping on their toes. So I just have to kind of sit and be like, oh, good try. That kind of sucks. All right, let's get started, I guess. How do I open again? E. I'm looking right at it. Oh, we're so busy and she doesn't serve tea at all. Oh, I don't know how to serve beer. How far does the beer go? Hey, that wasn't too bad tonight. That worked out. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for sharing the live, Michael Jackson. Shamona! Yeah. How long are we live? 2 hours. I should probably stop. We'll dive one more time and then that'll be it. That beer made your heart hurt? I know, me too. I don't know how to not have all that head on there. That was crazy. That was really bad. That was gross. Huh? Some kind of mail is here. Should I check it? The Prince of Nigeria just needs me to send him $1,000 and then he will send me back $1 million. I am sure to be a millionaire. Those scams are the best. They're the worst, but they're the best. I got a text saying that I'm getting a job offer randomly for a job I never applied for because apparently I randomly applied for jobs or something. Who knows? Okay, jellyfish party. Oh, Merle, Weewin, Ty, are you in? You know, we can go to the blue hole jellyfish party. You can make anything sound gross just by like shrugging your eyebrows up and down. Hello, residents. We have finally launched a tourism committee to promote the newly discovered mysterious blue hole. Ty's mysteriously blue hole. Our first event, the jellyfish party, will be held in 3 days. If you know of any restaurants that can serve jellyfish dishes to match the theme, please spread the word. I've never had jellyfish. Can you eat jellyfish? Or do you just mean you hate jellyfish in the water? Because they stingy. They're all stingy. Thank you, Michael Jackson. I appreciate that. But you had asked where I was from. Did you mean like where I live right now? Like what kind, like, am I a Canadian streamer, American streamer, that kind of thing? Or are you saying like my ethnicity? I wasn't sure what you were asking. They're scary. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think they're scary too. Yeah, I think they're scary too. Especially if I dove, I'd be really scared of them underwater. Hey, Vern, look, a party. What a nice looking picture. Wow. I guess they're trying to open up this place for tourism. I hope it doesn't get too chaotic. Well, it's a party held on a special day. We just need to prepare for more customers. The mail said the party's theme was jellyfish. Jellyfish dishes should be popular. It's October 15th, so we have 3 days. Make sure to prepare some jellyfish, whatever kind it may be. Let's hit the jackpot. Special customers arrive during special events. Prepare the dishes they like in advance. You might hit the jackpot. Yeah, the tentacles. And I just picture how painful it must be getting stung by a jellyfish. Just, oh, no. I'm from El Salvador. So I was born in El Salvador. I think I have like a great-great-great-grandfather that was from Spain. I'm part indigenous, but we don't know how much. My country, none of us really know what our indigenous line is unless you're still actively indigenous. That's a whole complicated mess. But there's estimates that like 80% of the population, 88% of the population in my country is indigenous. And I have some pretty dark-skinned family members, direct family members, not just like a cousin twice removed. Like, I have direct cousins. I have uncles. My mom's brother is like very, very dark skinned. My grandfather was very dark skinned. My brother is darker skinned than I am, but not like super dark skinned. So we have indigenous blood. We just don't know how much. But I'm from El Salvador originally, and now I live in Canada. Yeah, I want to go to they opened up an aquarium in Toronto a few years back. I still haven't been to it. I really want to go to it though. I really, really want to go to it. Your family's also Hispanic? Nice. Vlad, this game is Dave the Diver. basically it's an indie game where you dive into the ocean and just collect a bunch of resources and ingredients, and then at nighttime you run a restaurant. And so you feed people. That's what I'm learning about now, is there's going to be special events during special parties where they just expect you to give special types of food. So we got to do jellyfish for this one. Special customers arrive during events. Prepare the dishes they like in advance. You might hit the jackpot. Okay. So we need to find a microphone. Hey, I found the amethyst. Nice. We need to find a microphone. We need to find the sea people stone tablet. And then I need the moray eel, which we'll do at nighttime. I don't blame you, Merle. That can be dangerous. I think that's something that a lot of people, I mean, obviously I'm not saying you don't, because you studied nursing, you understand. But a lot of people don't realize that it's not necessarily the big attacks that are the danger, like with ants or any of that kind of stuff. Like getting stung by a scorpion would obviously be really dangerous, or like a black widow spider. But it's more dangerous to get attacked by like a hive of bees, because every little sting, sure, one sting is painful, but you can survive it, but like 100 stings can take down a lot of people. And it's the same with jellyfish. And jellyfish, the little ones are almost invisible. You fall into one of those schools of jellyfish, and you may not make it out. Even if the stings themselves aren't that bad, your body has to react with the whole inflammation thing. I'm glad that it was just a fever, but I'm sorry you had to go through that. That kind of sucks. Where is your family from, Michael Jackson? What kind of Hispanic are you? But yeah, Vlad, so this is what I'm doing now. So I'm Dave, and we are underwater, and we are trying to collect some ingredients to cook. You can't see it on TikTok. You can at the very, very top. You can see that I have like an oxygen tank and a weapons thing. So like you can switch out what weapons you're using to attack to get better fish. Your oxygen can run out, so you have to be very, very weary about how long you're underwater. You can only carry so much. So it's a lot of strategy. So you can make sure you do the best you can, and waste as little time as possible and not get killed like I'm about to. But also, like, there, I just shot that fish a whole bunch, but now the fish doesn't give me a lot of meat, so it was wasted space. I could have, like, put it to sleep or caught it in a net, and then I get a lot more fish out of it.
Huh. What is that strange coral?
I put the wrong voice changer. Oops. Octopus! Have you been hearing about these theories about they think octopus were actually like alien life forms? I think that's such a cool theory. I'm not a big like conspiracy theory person. This is more based on like theories from science and guesses and stuff. It's really cool when you look back at like octopus theory about them being aliens and how smart they genuinely are. Even talking about intelligence, killer whales, orcas, are supposed to be way smarter than we even understand. It's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, the octopus spray me with ink. Just wait till I catch you. Here I come.
I'm gonna run out of oxygen before I catch him. Oh, he's gonna go in that hole, isn't he?
I finally caught up. You stay right. It mocked me. It freaking mocked me. It made fun of me.
What a jerk.
Oh no, it escaped through the door crack. I don't think I can fit in there. Come to think of it, I could probably use a gas cutter from Duff to cut my way in. Just you wait, you octopus. Come to think of it, I could probably use a gas cutter from Duff to cut my way.
Oh, I guess I gotta call him? I don't have a gas cutter. How do I don't have a gas cutter. What do you want me to do? Or did I get it already? Oh, I guess I already got it. I didn't know I already got it. Oh, I did. I forgot. We haven't used it. This minigame's pretty cool. This is a cool way to do this. Versus other games where it's just like a hold it until it's done. Or just make a shape, like whatever. This actually makes you have to concentrate to do it right. I like this way. Reminds me of that thing you see in carnivals with that ring that you have to like put through wire without touching the wire or else it beeps and then you lose. Oh, okay. So you were born there. Okay. I was actually just talking about people from the Dominican Republic. I was talking about different accents and how people say different things. Somebody asked me how to say something in Spanish, and I was saying the word we use for hat is a little bit different. And somebody translated it to sombrero, and I said that's more of a Mexican word. And then we were talking about difference in dialects and stuff, and I was saying that when somebody from the Dominican Republic speaks in Spanish at full speed, I can't understand them. I can mostly understand them, but I'll miss a good chunk of it because people from the Dominican Republic, from Puerto Rico, and from Cuba pronounce words slightly differently. It's not even that they use different words, it's that they just say them differently. So like I know in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of like L and R's that get mixed up. And so instead of like Puerto Rico, they'll say Puerto Rico. So they'll say like an L. And so those little changes and the almost like shorter way of saying certain words will make it really hard for me to understand. Plus people from the Dominican tend to speak a little bit faster. So like I have a really hard time understanding people from the Dominican Republic. I have an aunt that lives out there and she moved out there like way later in her life. She was like in her 50s when she moved out there. But even she now speaks with more of a Dominican accent and it's hard for me to pick up what she says sometimes. That's so cool. I've never been there and I hear it's beautiful. Well, my dad's gone now, but she used to beg my dad to take us there all the time to go visit her. To buy it? No, probably not. I think it's probably going to be a few months. Although, when the Switch 2 comes out, did you hear this rumor? The Switch 2 got a whole bunch of leaks now. Not just rumors, but like full-blown leaks are now out. You could use that as an excuse to buy, if it does backwards compatibility, you could do this as an excuse to buy this. And you need a game for the Switch 2, so like you need to try out the Switch 2, especially if you're going to start, social media content. You need to be on top of it. So like it only makes sense, right? Just saying.
You got nowhere to run now. I guess I'll have octopus sashimi for dinner.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about the timing. You're right, yeah. Dang it. Damn. No excuse. I can't come up with an excuse right now. I have no idea.
Oh, to escape the cat is so quick.
Where'd it go?
It dropped something. It seems to be an artifact. I'll have to identify it back at the surface.
366 days. Exactly. Just gotta be patient, Ty. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, I'm interested in the new Switch. I like the original Switch a lot. I just don't like that. No, I didn't want to go in there. I just don't like that there's not a lot of third-party support. There's going to be now with everything going on with Microsoft over the last year where they're working a lot with Microsoft. So I am excited for what the Switch is going to have access to, especially now that the Switch is so popular. Third parties are interested in going on Nintendo. I think a big problem with the Nintendo console overall, I can't get it, it just loaded in a bad spot, was that low sales, right? Like the N64 was popular in the Nintendo fandom, but it did not sell well. the GameCube did not sell well. The Wii sold well, but it sold well to non-gamers, so the games weren't really worthwhile for people. And so like the Switch, or the Wii U was a laughingstock. It was one of the worst failures. So like now that the Switch is actually sold really well, I think a lot of companies are gonna be very, very interested in purchasing the Switch. And so, or in coding for the Switch. So I feel like the Switch 2 is probably going to have a lot of third-party support. I'm very, very interested to see where it goes. Because I think the Switch was a good system. It just didn't have enough third-party because nobody was interested in doing stuff for it. I'm excited for this new Switch that is being rumored. Can't. Oh, bullets. Two of them. Nice. Gave me a thumbs up and everything. All right, what's in here? Is this where we want to go? Yeah, Michael, I can imagine. I can imagine. And like even just the different uses of words, like Dominicans will use certain words slightly differently than other Hispanic people. And I know people from El Salvador use words slightly different than other people. So sometimes it can be hard to kind of pick up what they're trying to say. And you were born in the States, so I'm gonna guess you're like me. I can speak fluently. I'm not as good as I used to be. I used to speak like 90% perfect Spanish for somebody from El Salvador. But now it's gone down quite a bit. I've listened to myself on a stream. I spoke a little bit of Spanish and I listened back and I talk a lot stiffer than I used to, but that's because I don't practice. That being said, there are words that I don't use in Spanish because my parents never used them, not because they're not part of our regular dialect, it's just my parents never used them. And there are words that I don't fully know what they mean because I've always used the English word, because my parents used the English words. So I'm assuming there's also that included. So then when you add that on top of a different version of Spanish than you're used to, it can be really hard. Like right now I'm training a guy and he speaks Spanish. I don't know where he's from. I want to say Honduras, but I'm not 100% sure. But his Spanish is just slightly different than mine. He might be from Guatemala, but it's just slightly different than mine. And there are certain words that I have to really be paying attention to him talking to fully grasp what he's saying. He speaks very similar to me, but it's just different enough that if I'm not paying attention with my hearing loss, it's super, super hard for me to pick up everything he says. All right, Ty. Oh, you're done work. Nice. Go home and enjoy your dinner and your evening. I'll see you soon, man. I'll see you soon. Oh, you're getting some coaching for your exam. Good luck, man. When is the exam? How long do you have left before your exam? You have to tell your mom to slow down sometimes. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are probably two of the fastest talkers in my opinion. They're very hard for me to understand. Colombians speak pretty quickly too, but Dominicans and Puerto Ricans speak really fast. I also think a big part of that is just that there is such a large Afro-Latino community there, and so they have a different way of talking because of the Afro influence on top of it, because there is some, what do they call it? There's a word when you mesh two languages together to make a new language. That happens in the Philippines a lot. They use it to describe the people who talk in New Orleans. Creole. It's called Creole. There's like a level of Creole in the Dominican, in Puerto Rico, and so that kind of influences the way that they speak Spanish. So I can totally see it. In my opinion, they speak very, very quickly. It's hard for me to understand. People from there, I get nervous as soon as they start talking to me in Spanish because I have to like be at 100% focus just to even like grasp most of what they say. Did it freeze again? No, it didn't. Okay. Ty had me all worried. Well, Ty, once you have your good job, you'll have to pay for a new camera for me. Gotta treat me right. Gotta treat me right.
Now I just need Sea People Stone Slab to create the Sea People translator.
If I can remember how to get to the Sea People's place. What does shus mean? I don't know if that's how you even say it. What does that mean, Weeman? Teach me. It is your job, but like, he's gonna have a fancy new job. He's gotta like pay his dues. I don't know if it's everywhere else, but I know in El Salvador, we have this thing called the snake bite, basically is what it would translate to, where when you have a new job, or in Ty's case, when he gets a new certification, when you have a new job, your first paycheck is supposed to go towards like spending it stupidly. You're supposed to like invite people to go eat or whatever. So he's got to give the snake bite. He's got to pay with his new job for my fancy new camera. But I want it to be an 8K camera that shoots in RAW. It's got to be from Red. For those who don't know anything about cameras, RAW is like one of the most bitrate using camera formats, and Red is one of like the fanciest camera companies. Like their cameras all shoot in 4K RAW, and to give you an example, a regular video that I shoot that's like 20 minutes long will take about like between 5 and 10 gigs on my SD card on my Sony camera. On a Red, to get 5 or 6 gigs would probably take about 30 seconds of video, maybe a little bit more, maybe a minute of video. Red raw 4K footage is gigantic, and Red makes some of the most fancy cameras. So like a Red camera will be like 10 grand. Like they're like movie level cameras. So that's what he's gotta buy me. That's it. That's true. Oh man, it's the end of the month. It's the beginning of the month. I gotta pay child support. I gotta send it as soon as the stream's done. Responsibilities. You know, I never signed up to be alive. Why do I have to be responsible too? So I want to say this is where the villager book depository was. This is not where the book depository. Ow! Worst part is I don't have a compass. No, I'm not live tomorrow. Tomorrow I have like a messed up day at work. As it stands right now, my plan for tomorrow in my personal life is to try to rest. I'm going to try to edit some videos, like record and edit some videos for tomorrow, so that way I can have some content in case anything comes up and I can't stream because I'm too tired or whatever. At least have some videos to post. There was something else I wanted to do tomorrow, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Can't remember what it was. Oh, I'm running low on oxygen. Oh, this isn't good. I do. I'll need to sing for him on Thursday. Was there O2 higher up and I just missed it? Dang it. Ouch. Stop it. Fill up, hurry. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, God. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where's the O2? Where's the O2? Oh, God. The redness makes me so tense. No, where are you? We may just die. Oh, right there, right there, right there. Okay. Now, can I drop stuff from my inventory? I've got way too much. Let's drop the wood. Discard. And Fang tooth? Yeah, let's drop the fang tooth. Okay, I should be good to like run around now a little bit better. There we go, that's better. Thank you, we win. I would have panicked and died. So thank you. Yeah, Hispanic people are, we can be pretty wild. I had a band for a really long time, and it was my favorite part is like, Latinos, they know how to party. They know how to party, and not even like a wild, like call the police because everybody's getting way too crazy. I just mean they know how to party in the sense of like they could just have fun. You know what I mean? There's music and a good time and everybody's enjoying, and I love that. That's not where I wanted to go. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, we win. What else is new, right? Me not paying attention? That never happens. I never forget what I'm doing. Ouch. Ouch. Just go, just go. I can't fit through. Ugh. That was a lot of wasted oxygen. There's gonna be fish that are gonna attack me.
Is that an oppa? It looks like a sunfish. This is the first time I've seen one in person. Maybe I'll take a picture as a souvenir. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Nice, I got 2. Let's retake it. Because one of them's not even in camera at all. Oh, you're gone! No! Come back! There's one. Where's the other? Where's the other? Dang it. Let's get the big one. Oh, I guess I let go to take it? I don't even know. I'm so confused. Exactly, Michael. Exactly. Having fun, joking around. There it is. Boom. Right there. Perfect. That was beautiful. I'm going to take Night Owl's job soon, being a photographer. For those who don't know, Night Owl is a buddy of mine, and he is a very, very good videographer and photographer. Go, 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 go. This place is so intimidating. Whoa! Is this where I can... Is this the book suppository or whatever it's called? Or... the suppository. I didn't even mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. I don't see it. I have a feeling that I'm in the wrong spot. Ouch. Hello, mouse. Hello. Oh, this mouse sucks now. It's all broken. I have a spare. I'll have to plug it in. I think this gives me O2, right? This gives me some O2? Oh, I'm at like the deepest I can go. No, this isn't good. Let's get out of here. Yeah, this isn't good. I'm not in a good place. I'm not in the right place at all. It's okay, we'll find the other one next time. Wow, we went pretty deep today. Octopus bracelet. A bracelet found in the corner chasing down that nasty octopus. For a short, dash for a short... Huh, heck yeah, equip it. It's gonna allow me to dash pretty quickly. Equip the optical short distances with control. No oxygen is used, but the gauge needs to fill again for the ability to be reused. Okay. Oh, this guy again. I don't remember what voice I gave him. Oh, I gave him the nasally voice, right?
Oh, you brought a picture of something. Can I see? Oh, an Opa. Did you know that Opa is warm-blooded?
I think I heard about it.
That's amazing. Some fish species are warm-blooded and the ocean is full of mysteries. I'll put your picture to good use. I'm sure the readers will love it. There are photo spots all over the place. Thank you for your help and keep up the good work.
There. That was intense. Again? The camera just keeps blinking out for no reason. I don't understand why it's doing that. Opa is Dutch for grandfather? That's awesome. I took care of a guy who was Ukrainian. I think he was Ukrainian. And they used Baba for grandmother. The funny thing is that was the nickname we used for my dad, for the grandkids. Because my brother would call my dad Papa. And he'd be like, Papa. And my nephew was my daughter was first, but my nephew was the first that like grew up around my dad. And my nephew would hear my brother called my dad that, so he started calling him Baba. Because he didn't understand that my brother was saying Papa. And so he would say Baba. And so it kind of just stuck. And then my dad became Baba to everybody. And then I'm taking care of this Ukrainian guy, and then I find out Baba means grandma for them, which is hilarious. But Opa is Dutch for grandfather. That's cool. I think I knew that. There's a really big Dutch community from where I originally from, like my city. There's a really, really big Dutch community up there. The farmers in this area, there's a lot of Dutch people here that are farmers. So Opa is very, very... Oh. Do I sound funny?
Opa is very, very common here. You hear Opa a lot. Opa and Oma, right? Oma is for grandmother? Dutchies do love farming. Yeah, there's like a whole thing. There's even a big thing, if I recall, there's a really big thing between indigenous people and the Dutch in Canada. Because the Dutch were farming, and the Dutch being immigrants were treated really badly by the Canadians when they first got here, and the indigenous communities treated them well. What is with the camera? So the Dutch treated the indigenous people well, and there's a really deep friendship between indigenous and Dutch people. Like even in like the beadwork that the indigenous people do, there's a lot of like Dutch inspiration built into it because they got so close. It's pretty cool. I didn't know about that at all, which is really awesome. You have a friend who has family living in Canada? Yeah, the Dutch community is huge in Canada, especially in the farming lands. There's a lot of Dutch people. I took care of another family who was Dutch, and they had a chicken farm. They were really cool. They were really nice people. They had a beautiful house. But yeah, I learned about that when I was like, I had a lot of indigenous stuff coming up on my TikTok, and I learned about all that. That's really cool. It's really, really cool. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Obviously, my camera is not agreeing, so I'm either gonna have to switch cameras, or I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this one working properly, because something's going on again. See? I don't know why. The camera's dead. Like the camera, it's the port. It's just the port that's dead. So I might have to buy a spare. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I will be back on Thursday. You live in Florida? Oh, nice. How's the weather? Anyways, I will be back on Thursday, and don't hold me to it, because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, because I'm going to be working so late. I'm going to be getting home at like 9 a.m., so I don't know how I'll be feeling on Thursday for work, for streams. But yeah, we'll see what I do for Thursday. Thursday and Friday might be a complete no-go, but we'll see. And if I do Thursday, we'll see if I have the energy for VR. I may just stick to like Minecraft or something super lazy if I'm feeling really tired. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to just kind of relax for now and then go to work tonight. But thank you everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate you all being here and spending time with me. And if I don't see you Thursday, next week we'll have the streams come back. It just kind of, I have to get in a groove now of the new hours that I'm going to be working, because it's going to be really, really different. And it's going to be hard for me to kind of... but yeah, she flew to Toronto. Yeah, Toronto from here, well, the Toronto airport is like the international airport, so you have people driving like pretty far distances to go out from Toronto. You'll even have people that'll fly from one part of Canada to Toronto to fly out somewhere else. But yeah, Toronto, it's like 2 hours from here, the Pearson airport, but that's like the airport. So yeah, they probably live pretty close to Toronto. You know, maybe a couple of hours or so. But yeah, I'll let you guys... oh, in Kingston. Okay, so Kingston is about 45 minutes outside of like the core of Toronto. Kingston is about 3.5 hours from me. Yeah, Michael, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here. Have yourself a good day. All right, everybody. I will let you all know. TikTok, see you later. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I'll shoot you a message if I decide to not stream or whatever. And if not, I'll be live at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I might be a complete zombie. Who knows? Because I'm used to going to bed at around 5 in the morning. But I'm going to be starting my shift at around 5 in the morning on tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel. All right. See you later. Have yourselves a good day. Take care.